Good morning everyone, this is Shayla. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to do a fun project. I am going to show you my process, how I got to this, how I did this in my art journal. And I had a few requests, so today I decided to show you how I came about making that. I'm going to do it on this 8x10, is it 8x10 canvas or 8x11? 8x10. Well, come on in. My cat just pushed my door open. What are you doing? You coming to help me? Alright, so this is an 8x10 canvas. It already has the Jetso on it. So what I did was I started off with pieces of scrap paper. So I'm just gonna rip some pieces of some book pages and magazine page. Excuse me one moment. Make up my mind. You want to come in or you want to go out? Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to go out? Go ahead. She can't make up her mind. Alright. So, I'm just tearing up various pieces of paper. Now she's pushing to come back in here. She can stay out. I have some music paper. Alright, I think that should be enough. Alright, so I'm using some matte gel medium. And I'm going to apply it with the brush. So this matte gel, you can use it as a glue. I'm just putting some, oops, and I'm just going to start gluing down the paper. I only begun to start doing mixed media pieces like last year sometime, and I wish I did more of it, but sometimes I just don't feel like I'm in the mood. I don't know. I have so many different things I do, but I really do want to start doing more mixed media items, either in my journal or on canvas. And you know, with mixed media, it doesn't matter. There's no wrong way, right way. You just have fun. You just have fun with it. So I'm just randomly picking pieces. That one. Get your whole page covered. guess it just wants to move. I'm not going to argue with it. Oops, sticking to my finger. I had so many responses. Oops, I'm getting it all over my shirt. On Facebook, asking if I could show my process. And I really enjoy your comments, and makes me feel, you know, like you really get into my creations, whether it be mixed media art or my junk journals I make. So I'm trying to cover all of the background. And this is just to give your page some texture. Let's see. And you can use Mod Podge if you don't have gel medium. You can also water down some glue. I think if you do the water down the glue, it's like even amounts. If you use it 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of glue, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so now my page is pretty much covered. So you can let that air dry, or stay there, or, which I didn't have it plugged in, use a heat gun. You see that someone's lifted up over there. So get this nice and dry. Ooh, excuse me. Now, my next step is, maybe, hold on, I gotta try a little bit more. Okay, so now I just grab some paint, acrylic paint, and I'm using an old store card, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to randomly put a drop here, and take my card and smear that around the page, like so. Oops. Still a little sticky. Oops, that was a big glob. Just pick a few colors that you might like. Doesn't matter which colors you use. And last, I already like the way it's coming out. I always like to use yellow last because for some reason it like brightens it up in areas. Alright, where are my lights here? Just gonna wipe this off. And I always like to mention these wipes, Pure and Gentle, you get them at, I get mine at Walmart. They're like 98 cents for a pack, and I like to use these because there's no suds. It doesn't get suds, so I'm just gonna like wipe some off a little. Okay, so now I'm going to dry that. Nice and dry, and I just got paint all over myself. Okay. Okay, so now that's dry. So the next step I did, and you don't have to do this step, you can skip it, but I used some Crackle Medium, which, where is my book? You can't really see it that well because I think I put on too much, there's some Crackle, too much white, but, so, you can do this step or you can skip it. I like it because I like the effect. So what I did, I just poured some on and try to put on a thin coat. Now this you will have to let it dry naturally, like overnight. It's best that you just let it dry on its own. Just make sure you got it covered everywhere. Okay, so now we'll set that aside and let that dry overnight, and then we'll come back and we'll do the next step. So yeah, we'll be back when this is totally dry. Until then, see you next time. Alright, so now this is nice and dry, and I'm going to put some white acrylic paint. You could use whatever color you like. You could use gesso, but I want to put like a light coating, not a heavy coating on it. So I'm just going to try to lightly brush some paint on here, as light as I can get it. I don't want it to take away from the background, so I'm trying to spread it out quickly because the crackle medium will start working. And alright, so I think I like the way that looks. So now we've got to let this dry again, and I would suggest to let it dry naturally. And let's see what effect we get. I don't know if we're going to get much of a crackle. I don't see nothing. Maybe because it's a light coat. I don't know. But we'll let this dry again naturally. And I wonder. I don't know if I can add more. I'm going to attempt it. Just in some areas. But I do want some white. Okay. I'm hoping this somewhat works. Alright. Oops. I'm just going to take a paper towel here just to pick up some. Alright, so now I'm going to just let that dry and we'll go on to the next step.